For this week's gradings, I continue to utilize primarily recycled items along with hot glue to make the artworks and then spray painted them for the desired colors I wish to portray. I chose to leave the artworks monochromatic as I wanted to move away from the illustrative nature that my first pieces developed into. As you can see in my sketchbook, I researched a number of different viruses and diseases for this week's submission. I decided to look at diseases that have affected the human population since recorded history began, and that was able to be researched and confirmed through descriptions provided by the writers of the times. I feel that this is very relevant right now with our current pandemic, and being able to look to the past is helpful when trying to determine the future. Instead of using all of these in one submission, however, I'm going to be building onto this week's work going forward, and I plan to expand on the number of pieces considerably. In total, there are 40 individual sculptures on display in these two photographs that I took. The first photograph, titled Typhoid Fever in Blue and Red, has 10 works combined to form a floating display of disease. I decided to experiment with both photographs, incorporating light kits with colored gel sheets to provide the illusion of more viruses by manipulating the shadows, as well as I attempted a video using only still images. A small clip of it is included here to represent a video sketchbook. I am interested in following up with additional video footage at a later date, but in the end decided against working in video this time. I used Photoshop to create a layered image that gives the feeling of an overwhelming abundance of multiple viruses. I wanted to give a more claustrophobic feeling of being taken over by so many viruses that you couldn't escape from them. I feel that the photograph was able to lend to that train of thought more successfully than the video that I created.